Hello, Penny and friends. Thank you for your time. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your visibility, your leads in your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor website in the Kansas City area, see if those techniques could outrank them, get you on the top of the page of Google, which will increase your traffic and leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about, they're free tips to you. You could use on your website. If you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll show you these steps for your business. So first is content. So content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right now you've got a nice laid out website. You got your services here, which I like. Visibility, eye-popping with pictures coming down with all your services. But on the kind of the back end, or just add more pages and relevant content, keywords, and that'll increase your searchability and your visibility with Google. So speaking of Google, if I was living in the Kansas City, Missouri area, I might type in plumbing services, and here's what comes up. Sometimes ads come up here, and they're a good investment if you haven't already. A lot of times consumers click on those, but sometimes they keep scrolling down the page. The Google business here, or this is the map pack here, this is important as well. I'll go more of that in a minute. That's the citations. But we call these organics here. So we feel this is the most important with searchability on Google. The goal is to organically be on top of the page with any kind of service you do and area you provide for. Typically, we don't count directories like Yelp and Angie's List because local consumers, they're going to click on a company or a website, most likely, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So here's some of your top competitors, AB May, Luke's Plumbing. So the goal is to outrank some of these pages and sub-pages in different cities around the KC metro area. So I'll compare your website to John the Plumber here. The goal is to be at the top as much as you can, but even if you could outrank him or get close to him, you'll be right in here, which will increase your visibility with some of these techniques. So to make that comparison, we have a tool here called Ahrefs, how we do a deep dive in websites. So here's your URL right here, and here's your numbers. So on your homepage or your website, you're using 229 keywords, which is good. So definitely keep all these keywords. Higher volume, the better. That's more bang for your buck. But think about all the services you do with all the cities that you go to, not just Kansas City, Missouri, but if you go into Grandview, Lee Summit, on the Kansas side, Olathe, wherever you go, you could tag all your services, and that's how you increase your keywords. So the more keywords you have, the more searchability you have, and that's how you outgrow your competitors. Compare that to John the Plumber here. Here's his website. And there's his URL right there, and see, he's using 4,000 keywords. So quite a bit more keywords, but the thing is, you don't have to get creative with the keywords. You could take some of these or recreate them. You just take some of these keywords that apply to you. For instance, like if a slow drainer shower, I don't know if you do that, but if you do, you tag that on your website and there's some search volume for you. So as long as they apply to you, you can put them on your website, and that's how you start matching your competition, and then you add more keywords to dominate your competition. Next is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. These links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business. It's also like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have other strong backlinks linked to your website that's relevant to your industry. Plumbing services, HVAC, electrical. If websites outside your industry are linked to you, it doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So you do have some trust power there, search power, but you're using 215 backlinks with 72 reference domains. Compare that to John the Plumber here. Here's his URL. He's using 768 backlinks with 193 reference domains. Great thing about backlinks, same about the keywords. You could just take these backlinks that are strong. You could also backlink them to your website, and then you want to add to them as well. So once you get close to these numbers, not overnight, but eventually get closer to these numbers, you get that traffic, and that increases your visibility. Then finally, there's citations. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So if you have that Kansas City address, Missouri, you want to be in the top 3 here. want to be right in front of faces of consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, and there's BBB. There's many more you probably heard of. Also, a great social media presence is great too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations on your website, once they all come together, you really start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it to be in the eyes of consumers here on the map pack and here organically. Not only in the Casey, Missouri area, but all this area that you serve in the Casey metro area. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that generates some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online, but if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or we could talk about your goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.